and welcome to How to Make a Simple Scrolling Game in Scratch 3.0 Part 2. So, in the last part, we had this problem. We had this when up arrow key pressed, it moves up. But unfortunately, that would work even when we wouldn't want it to work. So, we will change that, and we will also make a start screen and an end screen. If you have seen my how to make a simple ping pong game in Scratch 3.0, you will know that having a start screen and an end screen is very necessary. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, we will keep this as remember we don't want to do extra work. So with this, we will have to come over to my blocks, make a block and call it up. Make sure you have run without screen refresh not ticked because we want it to run with screen refresh. So then click OK. Then we will put this block on top of this. Here we will come over here to control, get a forever block, an if block, and grab a when green flag is clicked. This should be very easy if you've been following along. So if key up pressed, up arrow is pressed, then we want it to go to up. See if this works. Let's make sure we go into full screen and let's test it out. Ooh, it works. I'm holding down the right arrow. When I click up, it works perfectly fine. As you may see right now, when we reach this gap, it's not really that hard to avoid, right? So let's actually make this convertible car a little bit smaller. So come over here to costumes, hold about here in the corner and hold down right click and then drag all around that. Good. Make sure you click group, then hold down the right, like hold down and then hold down alt while you're doing it to make sure that it stays centered. Make it smaller. That should be much better. And as you can see, well, works so much better. It's much harder to avoid the void. And let's test this out. Are the other jumps possible? Yes, they are. So that is the hardest jump as I know. But let's keep going. Whoop. There we go. And that works pretty well. So that goes there. Hooray! Okay, we need a start screen, end screen, and a dead screen. So before we do all of that, make sure this up arrow code is all in here, and then click File, Save as Copying Project, it says here, and then it should be here. Remove this copy and call it Part 2. You can call yours whatever you like as long as it's not the same name. So let's add a timer, start screen and end screen. Let's add the timer first as that is so much easier. Make a new variable, call it timer. Make sure you capitalize the T for all sprites and click OK. Timer, we have a timer. Let's go. Then when the green flag is clicked, set timer to 0 and then forever wait 1 second variables change timer by 1 and that should work. Let's test it out. Green flag and let's go. The timer works. Every second it goes off and we can see when we hit the goal. Yep, the timer stops and my time is 37 seconds. Great. So we have a timer, we have all the basics, we need a start and end screen. So to do this, we will need to hover over choose a sprite, click paint, rename this to start and end screens, and we'll name this start screen, and then we'll come over here to our rectangle tool. You can make your start screen whatever you like. I'll make mine white. So to make sure that it covers the whole thing, I'll start from a little bit out of the corner, drag it all around, center it off. Make sure that your X and Y is 0 to make sure that it's all white. And we will come over here and get our text tool and make this a nice dark blue, yeah. And we'll call it welcome to the scrolling game. And I spelled welcome wrong. Welcome. And we'll center that off to make it look nice. And while holding Alt, make it a little bit bigger. And then we'll right click, duplicate, start screen, and then type in skip. Come over to text, make your fill black. Come in the corner and type in click to skip. Click away, drag it to the corner while holding down Alt. You'll make that a little smaller. Beautiful. And remember to move the timer to this side. Better. There we go. Click to skip. Welcome to Golden Game. So this will make the players click the screen to skip it. And yep, that should be good. And so when we play, we need to know what to do. So we'll hover over, choose a costume, click paint, call it instructions. Grab your same white background with your saturation being 0 and make a nice white background. And then we'll type in some instructions. Instructions. The aim of the game is to reach the green goal. The aim of the game is to reach the green goal and void the void. Try your best and enjoy. Click this screen to skip. Okay, these are some instructions. They're basic, they're simple, they're clear, but I forgot to include the controls. So the aim of the game is to reach the green goal and avoid the void. Control the convertible with the arrow keys. Control the convertible with the arrow keys, and we'll put left to move left, right to move right, and slash forward, and up to jump up. Try your best and enjoy. Click this screen to skip. Those are some instructions. They can read and understand it all up. And then we'll make an end screen. So paint, make a white white backdrop, center it off, red flag, you lose. Click away, center that off, and make it a little bit bigger while holding down Alt. You lose, get the text. Ooh, actually, I like to reconsider the background choice. So I'll come over here and first of all, delete this white backdrop. Come over here to our rectangle tool. Make it black because I feel like black is more of a worse color. Center it off. Oh, now we can't see our you lose. That's alright. We can come over here and move it one step forward, one step backwards, move it to the very front or move it to the very back. I like to move it to the very back. Good. You lose. And we'll, in white text, say click the green flag to try again. Click the green flag to try again. Yep, that seems very good. Don't forget to rename this lose. Come over here to code. Now that we are in our code, we will make it that way these screens actually pop up. So come over here to convertible and we will replace these array screen. We will instead replace that with a new custom broadcast block. So broadcast win and click OK. And if it touches the edge, that will mean that that the player lost, sorry. So broadcast, new message, lose. Click OK. Come over here to start and end screens. When green flag click, we'll actually first want to integrate the start screen when they start up. So when green flag is clicked, switch costume to start screen. Oh, and when they reach the start screen, they will have to then it will, of course, we have forgotten to click show. So switch costume to start screen, show, and go to front layer. Then we will come over here to control, drag out a wait until, come over here to operators, grab button and block, touching mouse pointer and mouse down. That means wait until they click on that. Make sure that you get that, and then you have to remember they won't skip immediately when they reach this screen. They'll have to wait about 3 seconds to skip this. So we will come over here to our wait block, drag out wait 3 seconds, and then we will drag out a switch costume to start screen skip. That way, wait until that. Means it goes 1, 2, 3. Click to skip. Okay, good. Now that works perfectly fine. So now what do we need to do? We need to actually show the instructions. So we have to switch costume to instructions. But sometimes when you click it, you might accidentally double click. So you'll actually come over here to control and drag out of wait 1 second. What this does is that, of course, it will take 1 second to read these instructions. So we duplicate that block, put that right there, this up there. So that means wait until it clicks, until they click it. Wait 1 second, switch costume to instructions, and then wait until you click this. Okay, good. Now we will need to come over here to events, drag out a broadcast, start project. Start project. Then click OK. Come over here to convertible, remove this, and replace that with when I receive start project. Do that. When green flag is clicked, we will put in a when I receive start project. And when we'll switch out these. It's very important that you go through and do all of them and don't just leave half of them there. And that should be good. We do not need to replace these custom blocks as they'll act kind of like broadcasts. Think of them that. So that will happen and then I'll do this, and when that will happen and that will do this. Great. Now we have our game kind of better. Welcome to the scrolling games. Skip this. The aim of the game. Blah 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 blah. Okay. We'll click this. Full screen. Okay, there's a problem. It's not skipping. Yet the timer has started. That is because we never hid the actual thing. Don't forget to hide. There. Full screen. And let's try again. Welcome to the scrolling game. Skip. Oh, I couldn't read the instructions. Is the wait time too short? Click to skip. Okay, instructions. Okay. As we saw, the wait time was way too short. So let's change this from 1 second to something like 3 seconds. That should be a decent amount of time. Oh, but remember, when it changes to the costume, we'll have to make sure that that it changes to the instructions costume, and then it waits 3 seconds. Okay, perfect. That's much better. So now what we have to do is try and integrate the end screen. So come over here to events, drag out a when I receive lose block, looks, switch costume to lose, show, and don't forget to drag out the go to front layer. And we'll have to stop the whole project, right? So stop all. That shouldn't be too different for the win screen. Win. Okay. We have forgotten to make a win screen, so let's just quickly duplicate this, change this from lose to win. You win. Click the green flag to try again and get a better score. It's too big. Let's make that a little bit. Let's come over here, put that there. Get a. Oh, I spelled better wrong. Better score. Center arrow up. Okay. That doesn't really look good as better score is not centered. So you'll have to you can use two things. You can keep pressing space until it looks more centered, or you can copy this and remove it and then add another text block and put better score. Make sure that is white or the color that you'd like it to be. Make that to the center of the screen. Move up to get a better score. That looks so much better. And we can drag out a I receive win. And let's try this. Welcome to the scrolling game. Click to skip. Okay. Instructions. The aim of the game is to reach the green goal and avoid the void. Control the convertible with the arrow keys. Left to move left, right to move right / forward, and up to jump up. Try your best and enjoy. Click the screen to skip. We'll skip this. Okay, good. Let's play. Holding down the right arrow, and isn't this fun? Stop arrow, and Jump. Okay, great. So as you've seen, we have made a working scrolling background in Scratch 3.0 without too many bugs or glitches. If you want to add your project, then you can go then like if you want to see the example project, go visit my profile to go and see those example projects. I'll have both parts available, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, there was a problem. Well, there's a problem right as I'm doing my outro. Oh, I understand. The problem is that we set scroll X after the when I received that. So quickly just I'll fix this up before I finish out my outro. Set scroll X to that, drag that out, and now it should be working. And where was I? And don't forget to subscribe. I don't really ask my viewers to subscribe, but you know, it's worth a try. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with people and friends. And let's test out this lose. Yep, it works. And have a good day or have a good night. Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Click on one of these videos for more. Thank you.